Last lesson, I'm not going to spend too much time on, and the reason being is because this does involve graphing linear inequalities. Okay, two of them though. Okay, when we graph systems of equations, the key to this is finding out where they intersect. However, when we graph inequalities, linear inequalities, we have to see where they intersect, and not just where the points intersect, where the graphs intersect, but where the shading intersects. Okay, so let's look at these two inequalities here. Okay, boom, right here, boom, right here. If we were to graph both of them together, notice the shading overlaps in this region. So this right here is the solution. Okay, so the reason why I'm not going to focus on this too much is because we can use good old Desmos to figure out where the solutions are. Okay, so let's look at this right here. Okay, if they don't intersect, there's no solution. Not just if the because if they do intersect, or if they don't intersect, the shading can still intersect essentially. Okay, however, take a look at these right here. Okay, y is less than 2x and the y is greater than -3. Let's graph both of those. Okay, so y is less than 2x. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that worked. Okay. Y less than 2x. And then y greater than -3. Notice how this right here is my solution, where the black and the red are intersecting. So that is what I am shading all together. Very important. Okay. Looking at the next one here, y is greater than or equal to -2x plus 1. Okay. Y is greater than or equal to -2x plus 1. And then for the other one, y is greater than x plus 2. Okay? Okay, right there. Right here. Aside from this point right here, this is where it all intersects. Okay, if I were to click away, boom. That's where the black and red are. And that's my solution. Where the shading intersects. Where the shading intersects. Okay? For this one here, simple. All you got to do is basically make your two inequalities and then find out where they intersect, and then boom, you're making them both. Okay? So let's look at a quick practice problem essentially. Okay? Boom, it's that simple. Okay? We'll do this one together real quick. Let's do the one in orange first. It's crossing right there. Okay? So for that one here, we can say the y-intercept is +2. To find the next point, notice how I'm going to go, and we're counting by twos, by the way. Okay, I'm going to go down 6 over 2, and it's negative. So it's going to be -3x, because when I divide it, -6, 2, actually -6, -2, it's actually +3. Okay, +3, my bad. So -6, -2. Now here's the other kicker. Okay, the other kicker is this. Since the shading is above, it's going to be greater than or equal to. It's all going to be greater than or equal to because the shading is above it. Okay, now let's focus on the one in blue. Okay, I'm going to erase all this. Okay, the y-intercept looks like it's going to be -2. Okay, to find the next point, I'm going to go up 2 over 2, so it's going to be 1 as a matter of fact, and it's going up, so it's going to be x minus 2. Okay, since the shading is below it, it's going to be just less than or equal to. Okay, there you go. Understand how to make the line, and then from there, make your two inequalities, the linear ones for that matter. Not that difficult. Looking at one more, look at the dotted line right here. To find the next point, it's crossing right here. I'm going down, so it's -4 over 2, so that's -2. The y-intercept was 0, so that means y, and since it's shading up above it, greater than, just greater than, because it's dotted, -2x. Okay, voila. For the next one, let's do this one in green. The y-intercept looks like it is -4. So I'm going 2, 4, that's 1/2. So y, that's going to be -4. And then 1/2 x. And since I'm shading below and it's solid, less than or equal to. Boom. There's your inequalities. Your two of them, as a matter of fact. Last one here, then we'll call it a day. Molly has $500 to purchase water bottles and pairs of socks for a fundraiser. She wants to buy a total of at least 200 items. Since it's at least, and the items you want to buy are at least, it's greater than or equal to, but you're limited to $500, and each shoe and a water bottle are $2 and $3. When you graph both of them, these right here are the different ordered pairs that can help determine where I can purchase both a combination of water bottles and water shoes, okay? or rather, socks and water bottles. Okay. So use a graph in example 3 to determine if Malia can buy 75 water bottles and 100 pairs of socks. Well, here's 75 right here for water bottles, okay? And then 150, it does not look like it. So anything in that region is not going to work. It's got to be between about 200 and 240 water bottles, okay? And around 0 to about, we'll say like close to 100 socks combined. Okay, anything less than that and more than that cannot work because she's limited to 500 bucks. Hard part is determining what your inequalities are. Okay, that's very, very important. That concludes the lesson. Enjoy 4-5.